All right, welcome everybody to the Texas Metal Bros podcast. I'm your host Colton. Got my pal CJ over here. We're about to give y'all the news in the metal stratosphere as well as the local news around us. We got a couple good stories for us today. I don't know if you want to start us off, CJ, or what you want to do right now.
Yeah, of course. So let's first start off with Slipknot's lost album, "Look Outside Your Window," made around the time as "All Hope Is Gone," which is best known for their great tracks off of that album. Oh God, which ones were they again? The love I got. Listen to the album all the time, and of course, just nothing comes to mind whenever I want to say something about it. Ah, yes, the most famous, "Psychosocial." One of these
Yeah,
big,
like,
heavy hitting albums that came out around that time. Just lost in the ether of their music.
damn. Just due to licensing issues or what?
So actually, I don't even know how it got lost, but according to Clown,
Somebody
through
just took the files and threw them in a garbage or something.
yeah, probably just got lost whenever they were kind of
Accidentally put it in the recycling bin.
yeah, possibly even just management was like, all right, one of these two albums, which one's going? They chose All Hope Is Gone.
But why? Like, what did they have to do that for?
Well, I mean,
What did they gain from that?
Psychosocial, man. Like
That's
that
what
is
I'm
the
saying. But like,
heaviest song. Like
yeah,
that's their heavy hitter, man.
definitely is one of the bigger ones. But I mean, for the fans out there that want to, like sometimes when I hear artists, like I just want to hear their voice, bro. Like, it's just it's just a shame, I guess. But no, I do agree that Psychosocial is definitely the one to pull out, I guess, if you were gonna pull a Slipknot song out.
Yeah, like I mean, if you ask anyone, name a Slipknot song, "Psychosocial" or "Duality" is coming out of their mouths
You
first.
could ask somebody that's not a Slipknot fan, what's a Slipknot song, and I bet that would probably be the one that they would say.
Yeah, there's no denying that. I also did read from Jim Root. He had jokingly just said, "I'm done with this whole entire hyping up this lost album. I'm just gonna post it on my YouTube channel and just kind
Yeah,
of
I
put it out to
mean,
the ether." He
might as
never did
well.
do that, mainly because it is now in management's hands, but it is a good chance that we won't see that album until 2025.
It sucks, bro, that music has to be like managed and all that shit. Like, people can't just put what they want out there.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, but that's what you get whenever you sign with a big label. They want final control on what you release.
Yeah, dang, man. But that's
Also,
business, baby.
oh, yeah. Also from this Enemy interview with Clown, they asked Clown about Download Festival recently giving Sleep Token the first major headline spot for Download Fest, which, that's a new and upcoming band who doesn't love Sleep Token? You got the Summoning, Alkaline, Chokehold, like all these banger songs.
I I have heard some people say that it's like, the generic like metal, like they just kind of came up, like kind of like an industry plant.
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but also if they're gonna be industry plants, why keep it all anonymous?
Exactly. Well, I mean, shit, like what if it's the secret dream team? Like they got some serious faces behind that mask.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, to their drummer, Jesus Christ, he's a
I was about to
goddamn
literally just
machine.
bring that up. Imagine who the drummer actually is.
Yeah. But Clown's response was they have their niche and they must be doing their business well. The old me might have torn it down, but the new me, the real me, is just like, hey, it's always up to the fans. The fans let the business people know what to do, the fans speak, and the business people listen. But in the same thing, in like same paragraph that we have this statement in, that must be very popular, and you've got to remember that there's not a lot of good music out there. I'm sorry, Clown, but if you're going to say that there's not a lot of good music out there, you're either saying that every band currently out right now, Bad Omens, Knocked Loose, fucking people that you have toured with are just shit.
I do get what he's saying though, because a lot of it nowadays is people trying to replicate something else, a lot like how rap music is nowadays. And I get from a like you have to think from a old like a OG, metal titan, bro. This is someone who's been in the fucking, industry for a while. Seeing, people actually struggle to come up with original ideas, and now be in a industry where a lot of the people that are kind of, you know, all around in that now modern circle are people who are just copying what was done before, like I guess I understand what he's saying, but yeah, like I guess if you're looking at it from an artistic standpoint, like all music technically is all good, like you should appreciate everything that somebody puts out, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. Like, are people gonna listen or are people not gonna listen? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of course, but it's just because then he did go on, because they had asked, "Do you think it's important for organizers to be taking these risks by moving newer talent up the rankings?" He responded with, "As I was saying, there are so many horrible bands who are going to be our future headliners. You don't want me to start naming off names because we'll both start laughing and laughing. The days of great music have come and gone at the moment. We are seeing the backlash of the computer and we are seeing the backlash of everybody being able to get into the music industry." I'm just
we
saying,
gotta.
don't we want more variety though in our music? Because like, I'm just saying, if we're going to say that every band, it's too easy for them to get in, then you're also saying that your kid's band Vended, who you toured with, you brought out as an opener with Knocked Loose. They're also a part of the horrible band that just gets in easy because of computer age.
Yeah, he may be a little selective with that wording, but yeah, I mean, if that's what he was saying, it may be you may have to twist it a little bit to get the true meaning out of it or something.
But here's the thing, why even just come out and say that? Because here's the thing, you are now
Yeah, just throwing
alienating
hate for no
people that
reason.
loved Slipknot. Like, a lot of
Mhm.
these newer bands look up to Slipknot because, like, dude, it's fucking Slipknot. They came from Des Moines, Iowa, fucking dirty ass bars, doing all this shit, coming up and doing their damn thing. But just because computers are making it a little easier to get into the industry doesn't mean that they're not working their asses off at the end
Well,
of the
like I
day.
said, that's the OG mindset. Like back in the day, it was like if you couldn't get that shit going, then you didn't. And now all these people that don't got that shit going are actually getting that shit going. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
now like Bad Omens, for example, that guy uses auto tune. You know what I mean? Like it's all kind of, well, I mean, I'm sure they all do, but it's like it's you can kind of get up in there a little easier with all that stuff. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like it is,
and like I get it too.
a vague statement is vague.
Yeah, it is a very vague statement, but it's just I'm just saying. Oh, hold on. I kept reading forward. Actually, I didn't get in a band to get validated. I validated myself when someone said I needed to work harder. I worked fucking harder. I didn't need the
Right.
internet or socials or anything to validate me. But I'm just saying, he originally said in the sleep token thing about, that's what the fans wanted. That's what the internet chose for their headliner for Download Fest. That's what the fans wanted. The internet makes it easier for people to tell what do fans want. Like, I mean, in all honesty, because you have bands that, yeah, blew up because of TikTok. But here's the thing, even if they blow up from TikTok, they still have to prove themselves of, hey, we have to make this work or else it just, falls down the drain.
He's just a grumpy old man, is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that, like, that's also, I agree with that. It really does come off as old man shouts at sky for being sky, fucking.
Real shit. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a different game now. You're not gonna, sit in a studio. Have to pay for time, and it's like sit in your living room and hook your monitor up. And dude, like I watched that video of the Periphery guys making their songs. Like, dude, they're just chilling in that guy's office, just making full albums. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different game. you know.
Yeah,
And but Slipknot, I bet, bro, does the same thing now. I bet they all have their own home setups and all that shit.
guaranteed.
So it's
Well, no, because they all live in different places. I believe Corey lives in California as of right now. Sid lives in Iowa still. Jim Root, no idea. Eloy is from Brazil. I think he lives in America still, but you have these
what
guys that
I'm
are from
saying.
everywhere, but the internet brings it together to make it easier and not having to, okay, can you get to this studio at this time at this place and let's work on something finally, or instead of just, hey, let's hop on a Discord or, whatever, Zoom, Skype, whatever you want to do. We'll load up the programs and you can take a listen to what we have so far and then just kind of add your own stuff, see what we can do with it. Because you'll even see this in the YouTube space of the Do, who got his buddies together, Blarg, McNasty, Soup, and they made a song in a couple days just going through Discord and dropping in tracks, dropping in vocals, dropping in guitar solos, all this stuff. They worked together and yeah, it came out with a dumb song, but the dumb song
Mm.
was also banger as hell.
Coherent. That's all it needs to be nowadays for people to want to fucking listen to it every single day.
Yeah, because like as long as it
Clearly.
still means something, because it can still mean something even over the internet. Like hell, we're doing this podcast over the internet right
Well,
now.
yeah, it's
Like we're
no
not in
matter
a
how you
studio
record it,
together.
music
It's
is
just
music, you know.
yeah, we are here together. We're talking about, dude, we love this. We're passionate about it. And
It's
I can
just a
guarantee you
different format.
that some of these bands out there, Dark Divine, I can guarantee you they are about that music because they are genuine with their fans. Because I've met them a couple times. And man, every time that I met them, I've never been disappointed because they love talking about the music. That's
I
it.
will say I like going to those concerts, bro, and seeing the guys who like sit at the bar and we'll talk to you and shit. Man, what's the band I saw, bro? I went and saw Scary Kids Scaring Kids with my girlfriend, but there was one band that opened up for him. It was like two dudes. Anyway, I saw one of them at the bar and talked to him like for like
Man,
a
I
couple
have an
minutes, but
even
still
better
it's like it's cool.
yeah, I have an even better example. Notions put on the Phantom Fest tour. They did San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. Every night they were out there. They were supporting local artists, and those local artists were out there interacting with the fans, getting to know them, getting their names out there. And it's the best way possible because, like, you don't get that nowadays because some artists will just be like, okay, you get maybe 5 minutes with us, we'll sign something for you, and then you got to go.
Well,
That's it.
and some people are just they just are too cool for school, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, the damn Deep Incision blocked me because I damn texted him too much.
But oh yeah, no, Shinedown, a big band. Uh their vocalists sometimes will go out to the back of the line to go meet fans, but it's that rare occasion, but they don't sell like any VIP like, "Hey, come meet us. We want to meet you" packages. It's literally, "All right, cool. You can get into the venue early. Have fun." That's it. Like that's all you get. And which, I mean, at a certain time, yes, I can also agree, COVID definitely did shake things up. I went to a couple post-COVID concerts and the band was on the stage and you were on the floor, but they still tried to interact with you the best they could with, a big group of people while you're on the
Yeah,
stage and down there.
immersive concert, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because whenever I saw the Trinity of Terror tour in Dallas, did the VIP, and Chris actually noticed I was wearing one of their pre-order jackets for their latest album score, The End of the World. And he actually had a conversation with me, like, hey, like the jacket, like, I'm so glad that you supported us. I was like, dude, yes, that awesome. Like, I felt so special in that moment. And guess what? That's Motionless in White, man. They they are big dogs. They are big players. They put on a festival of their own in their hometown, having Kubla Khan, Dark Divine, like all these big names
that's badass, dude.
popping out, especially Kubla Khan, who personally they started 20 minutes away from where I live, man. Like that's awesome.
Agree. That's a cool one, bro.
And guess what? It's all over the internet.
They
Like,
blew up quick too.
yes, another, internet just kind of drag them forward. You have Set It Off. Dude, Set It Off, the biggest hit they have, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, became so popular because of creepy pastas, all this like fan videos, because it just kind of clicked with that community, and that's how, dude, they shot into the stratosphere. They're no longer with their label, but man, they're still making music. They're still selling out shows,
Exactly, dude. I mean, that's
and
all you
they,
need, bro.
yeah.
Label or not.
So I do feel like Clown was kind of really just kind of shitting on newer bands just
N-
because we're
No, he's
saying
being
that
a
there's no
stickler for
good.
sure.
And I'm just saying, their latest album, The End So Far, that came out to critic like mixed reviews. Like some people fucking hated that album.
Well,
Like,
that just becomes a thing, bro. Like, you know, for whatever reason, bro, like as artists age, like it really depends on, like how I guess the time goes by if they're gonna start making better shit or worse shit. Like I think at some point it all starts going downhill.
but okay, so let's not shit on Clown too much now. We did have our little rant on Clown making a bad name.
Still love Slipknot. It's
Yeah,
just
of course.
goddamn.
Dude,
Hey,
I'm
look,
still gonna listen
goddamn.
to the new album whenever it comes out. And Clown did also say with Eloy in the band and the newer fresh faces like Tortilla Man and Sample Slash Media, which we kind of know as John from one of Clown's solo bands that he did. Um,
Wait, these are new guys that are in Slipknot.
oh yeah, I actually have their signatures on a whiskey bottle for Knotfest that I
Damn,
went to.
dude.
Yeah, Tortilla Man actually gave me a drumstick at Knotfest because they had to
Were
cancel
they
the show early.
were those dudes on stage when we went?
Yes.
Damn. Okay. So damn. Yeah. I wonder why there were so many dudes on that stage.
Oh yeah, they're a 9-piece band. They've always been a
Shit,
9-piece band. Like
that's
it's
crazy,
9
dude.
guys just making this really cool music. And Clown does say they probably still have several albums, like new albums, not just releasing old lost shit. Like Look Outside the Window. Uh, they say that they have a couple more albums left in them, and which I'm excited to hear because goddamn Eloy Casagrande is a goddamn machine on the drums, man. He is
Oh yeah.
insane. And it's just I can't wait to hear what he does with him.
Yeah.
And that will end our Slipknot section of this
Yeah.
podcast.
I'll end it off with this. I'll always be a big Jay Weinberg fan, but hey, look, I'm open to new things and I'm fucking excited. And yeah, bro. What we got next on here?
Our next story is ex Killswitch Engage vocalist Howard Jones posted on Instagram that he is back in the studio and he's going to release a solo album.
Man. So he had departed or
Yes, I believe he departed from the band. They had just, he was done doing Killswitch Engage and kind of wanted to move on to his own thing. This will be a very short segment, in all honesty. Uh,
yeah, no, well, he pulled a Tillion, you know what I mean? Like,
oh,
dang,
yeah.
dude.
I can't wait to hear what he puts out. I'm excited for what he does. Whatever it may be, I'm definitely going to
It's
take a listen to it.
it's always interesting when someone goes full solo. Like like Andy Black, what's the dance guy's name?
Oh, man, why am I blanking?
The like original guy, not Johnny Craig. It's the guy.
We're probably just getting yelled at. Comments of like, it's this guy.
I
How do
know,
you
I'm
not
so
know this
sorry, dude,
fake
man.
ass metalheads?
Kurt Travis, dude. Kurt Travis got some music. Well, I mean, Johnny Craig has his own music too, but Kurt Travis, dude, he has some good solo music, bro. I'm a big fan of Kurt Travis solo uh
Yeah,
albums.
but yeah,
I couldn't even remember that motherfucker's
yeah.
name.
I can't wait to hear what he, puts out. I hope it's gonna be, really good for him, and he gets to carry on putting out great albums just on
Yeah,
a
we'll
solo
we'll
tour.
potentially do a review of it in the future.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that. And now to our next little thing that we got here. We have the Best Metal Performance Grammys nominations. We are a little late on this one because people have known about who's been nominated already, but I still want to kind of go over with our opinions on it.
Exactly.
So we have Me Coupla by Gojira, also known as the opening to the fucking Paris Olympics, dog. That was
That is
such an
crazy.
insane performance. You had
Go
the
Jira at the Olympics.
yeah, you had the opening on the decapitated Marie Antoinette on this big, beautiful building. Just like, oh my god, it is such a gorgeous view. And then you
That's
just
like
have
Knocked at Coachella, bro. It's just
yeah,
so funny to see that shit, bro. Like,
you had flames shooting up, red smoke coming out. Like it was such a really cool performance. And then our next uh Judas Priest made it onto the list with
man, that's
Crown of
old school.
Horns. Yeah, that an old school because Black Sabbath won't take the we started metal. Judas Priest will gladly take it, as they have said before in the past.
Hell yeah, as they should.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, they are like the godfathers of metal.
Oh, for sure.
And then big, big win for the hardcore fans of Suffocate from Knocked Loose featuring Poppy. Man, I do want to talk about them getting this. Like, you are introducing people to hardcore music, man.
Well, dude, Knocked Loose, bro, is the damn Beastie Boys of the hardcore scene, bro. Like those guys have, bro. They were on damn the SNL or Jimmy Kimmel or what was
Yes,
it, bro? But
it was Jimmy Kimmel. Which
yeah, dude.
I want to talk about their performance, but I'm gonna let you finish your thought real quick.
No, that was good. No, I'm done, bro. Yeah, no, that I just, bro, it's crazy that they have brought it this far with the type of music that they make, bro. Like real bonehead music pulling up to the actual like big time. Like it's just real interesting to see, bro.
Yeah. So okay, now let's talk about fucking Knocked Loose playing Jimmy Kimmel national TV time, man.
National TV
It's
after doing fucking Coachella, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's that is crazy talk.
dude, I don't know what Jimmy Kimmel really got himself into, but I am so glad he is sticking to his guns on inviting Knocked Loose because after their performance on national TV, there were parents. Most famously, a parent wrote, and the letter came out. It's so funny. Uh, it was. Hold on, let me see if I can find the letter real quick. But people were so like scared of Knocked Loose
Yeah.
uh being on Jimmy Kimmel. Like, dude, it is the most insane thing because like yeah, Jimmy Kimmel definitely knew, oh yeah, this is going to be something so crazy because holy crap,
Oh, yeah,
these
dude.
guys are like most famous song post Suffocate is, Counting Worms, where just straight up it's the call out is orf orf fucking and then
Got
just
the
duh, 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 duh.
Brian Garris once said, bro, he was like, when people hear the chirping, like dudes used to take their shirts off and just start just totally putting dudes on the ground like all the time. Like, bro, that's just the culture around that music is just like smoking people, just oh my gosh, bro, swinging your arms around as fast as you possibly can, trying to knock somebody out. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. And
it's
well,
tough,
here's the
man.
thing. They the Knocked Loose fans that were in California at the time to do the filming, it was so crazy because you have you can just see the pit already opened up. People are spin kicking,
At Jimmy
throwing
Kimmel,
out. Yeah, and like straight up on the
what?
opening shot of the crowd, you can just see them already like spin kicking in a pit. Like they're already pushing each other. Music hasn't even played yet, man.
I'm
Like it
surprised
was
one of them didn't jump up on stage, bro. Like that would have been so epic if somebody stage dived on Jimmy Kimmel at the
yeah.
Knock Loose scene. Like, you guys are fake as fuck for showing up, buying tickets, and not at least trying one time to do
Well,
that.
here's the thing. That was for free. That was a whole entire free thing. They just had like a, cap on who could, join in to this thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you
And it
had
was
beef,
raining at
bro.
the time too. These guys were spin kicking in the rain. They did not care, man. They were there for knocked fucking loose, man.
It's such a W, dude.
Yeah. Okay, I did find the letter that was sent out and used on the kind of like Jimmy Kimmel needs to put out an apology for inviting Knocked Loose onto the show.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Eat your hard candy and close your ears.
all right. One person wrote, I was trying to enjoy the program. I was sitting on the couch with my son, who is an adolescent. This is actually in caps too. Like adolescence is in cap.
He is
She
a
wanted,
young man.
yeah, waiting to see the musical guest because we like the nice music the show usually books. By the third or fourth junt, by the way, we're bringing back junt apparently
Yup.
from the guitar. My son was in tears. My God, lady, you are raising a fucking pussy, dog. Like,
How is your son crying from damn a TV, bro? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, that's the type of kid that, yeah, bro.
but here's
Like,
the thing. You didn't even have
you're gonna
Brian,
die from getting acne.
screaming, suffocate. No, it is the, like, chug of the guitar of chug, 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 chug. By the third or fourth one, her son
The
was in
junt.
tears,
Oh,
apparently.
by the time that he hadn't even started, and that was a relatively tame Knocked Loose concert, I would say, bro. And just from the
Oh,
guitar
yeah.
chug, I mean, like, bro, those snares sound like gunshots, but that is no reason for your child to be crying, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just the
you gotta
intro.
expose them to more things.
It's just the intro chug that they were doing before Brian goes, suffocate! Fucking like he just.
Yeah, dude.
She then went on, he
Man,
doesn't like scary things, and quite frankly, I think the Kimmel Show and its staff should make a formal apology.
that is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. Uh, there were some other people that
That's
were,
bro. I mean,
okay,
she
yeah,
might have been raised thinking metal music was the devil. You know what I mean?
good chance. Uh, but some other people also were, against Knocked Loose performing. How do I sing along with this? Well, it sounds just like Screaming Frenzy to me. Actually starting to hurt my ears. People who listen have no room to complain about crying babies or screaming 2-year-olds taking a tantrum. They call
Well,
this
and I
music
mean,
Jimmy.
all this aside, bro. I bet Brian Garris enjoys these comments though, because he said one
Oh,
time that like he likes making anxiety ridden music, like shit that makes you feel like you're like. I think he enjoys the panic that people that comes out of people. You know what I mean? Like that. It's kind of it's
we see
almost
here.
good that they feel that way. Feels the fire even more.
Well, here's the thing. Brian Garris did actually respond to the people who were scared by the performance. And it was very simple words from Brian Garris. If it scared you, good. That's all he put out.
Exactly. Exactly. If it scared you,
Good. That's it. That's
good.
all
I
they
can
needed.
imagine him saying just good.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah. You know,
he talks
youth.
so chill, dude, for a guy. Makes he's just like, if it scares you, good.
I
You
mean,
know?
it also helps that, like, his stage outfit is just basically a youth pastor. Yeah. Like, he just looks like a youth pastor on
Yeah,
stage now. So if you just imagine
he
him in that
dresses
outfit.
like a kid from New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Uh, let's go through the last two of the nominees for Best Metal Performance: Screaming Suicide by Metallica, and then Cellar Door by Spiritbox. This is Spiritbox, I believe, second Grammy nomination.
Damn. Have they won one though?
They have not won. I believe they did lose to Metallica last year, which I kind of hope that we do either get Knocked Loose or Spiritbox to win. But it is more than likely probably going to be Metallica or Gojira, just especially Gojira due to the
I
fact
would
of
imagine Gojira
Olympics.
winning, but if Knocked Loose wins, that would be absolute. If anybody listens to this podcast right now, even if you like Gojira better, you should vote for Knocked Loose for the damn meme. Like, just to get him up to that point. Like, a bro, imagine him winning a Grammy. Like,
It would be
crazy.
very cool.
Has Gojira? I don't know if Gojira's won any.
Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if Gojira.
Honestly, wouldn't mind any of them. I wouldn't be mad if any of them won, to be honest.
Of
Except Metallica,
course.
because they have probably a million.
Oh
But
yeah, no, I definitely just want
oh yeah. Oh no, never
according
mind.
to this, Gojira has not won a Grammy, but they have been nominated for 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Like I would definitely take anyone over Metallica or Judas Priest. I'll be honest. Give the younger guys a
I
chance.
bet
Like
Gojira's
even
gonna
go.
win,
Oh yeah,
but
just because of the Olympics push, it'll probably guarantee that one.
and Beheaded Lady, yeah, no, you got the Gojira's gonna win, but I have Naglis is the underdog.
Oh yeah, definitely Knocked Loose is definitely the underdog in this situation. Spirit Box could also squeak out a win, but I don't really see it happening. Even though I personally love Spirit Box Coordinator Plant, probably one of the best
I
female
would
vocalists out there
love
right
if
now.
Spirit Box won also. Spirit Box and Ginger, bro. Those are the probably two top
Dude, yes,
female vocalists for me.
Ginger definitely needs to get a Grammy nomination by next year.
Yeah.
I want to see that happening. I want to see more women
In this place I
nominated for
live.
this. Okay, with the Grammy nominations out of the way, let's talk about Kid Rock. Kid Rock famously, you know, got people saying, you know, bomb. Oh God, what is it? Why am I blanking on the bomb to bomb, dang dang diggy diggy? Yeah, you know, basically introducing people to new metal who just really love patriotism because he is very much pro America, pro Trump, all this other stuff. He's gotten into some heat about that. Donald Trump, I believe, famously also recorded a opening video for one of their concerts.
That's badass.
Yet, but with this connection to the Trump administration, Kid Rock, in an Instagram post, he put out a statement of he has met with Donald Trump's Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi to tackle the issues plaguing the concert ticket industry. You know, I love him or hate him, like his politics or not. I do believe we do need to kind of crack down on the Ticketmaster issue. Like Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, all these third party sellers or first party sellers that are just jacking up ticket prices willy nilly just because they can. Dynamic pricing has become an issue, and we saw it with
I
My Chemical Romance and Pierce the Veil in the most recent times of these Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing.
I'm trying to like I hope to see what the plan looks like in terms of what they're gonna do to prevent that from happening, because if they just strictly ban those apps from coming out, then if it's not them, it's gonna be somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, everything is beginning to get monetized nowadays. Like, it only makes sense that Ticketmaster maybe is going to jack up the prices so that way Ticketmaster can get a little bit more money, bro. That's why, PS5 games are $80 now. Uh, you know, you got to pay for everything nowadays to get it going. Like, it's not, nothing's free. But yeah, I get it. Like,
And see, I don't even
I
think
think
it's like
$500 for a nosebleed Pierce the Veil ticket is crazy, dude. Like,
oh, guaranteed.
that's bullshit.
Especially like it's Pierce the Veil and Sleeping Sirens. Like that is the biggest combo of bands for, people
Well,
who
but
just
dude,
love King for a Day. Like
if
by God, that
if
is the King for a Day set right there.
if each ticket was $50, then it'd just be boom gone, and they wouldn't make that much money. Like I yeah
And see,
I
I
I
don't
kind of
see
understand, but it's like damn, like
like they can
but they
still have
still all sold
variable
out.
pricing. Oh yeah.
All it won't stop until people stop buying them, which they're not going to,
And
unless he makes some sort of crazy policy that prevents him from doing that. But I just don't see it happening.
see, I don't think it's going to be just like every ticket's going to be $50 like it used to be, where but that's just because most of those times like with Nirvana and all that where tickets were $25, $30, whatever, didn't really crack over 50 and cuz there's always that famous quote by oh my god, Kurt Cobain of like if anyone is selling a ticket over, $30, they're just scamming you. But those are at the times of where like you don't have these big venues that are taking music guests. It's like it's all general admission standing room.
Yeah,
Like that's the factories for our Dallas locals here.
yeah. It was crazy when we went to see Knocked Loose and Vented. Bro, it
Yeah,
was like I don't remember
and
how
see
much it
those.
was to
Yeah,
get in the pit.
we aren't going to talk about how much we spent on the pit because we may or may not had bought resale tickets, and
Hey, look, it's
and
all for the love of the music, man.
yeah, precisely. It's the love of the music. And again, if you want to do that, if you're going to pay it, pay it. Like no one's realistically going to stop you from paying the
If
price.
you got the money, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one of your faves, but it's one of those things where you kind of have to, me and Lena, we bought tickets to go see Chiodos in
Hmm.
Hawthorne Heights, bro. Shit was like $400 a ticket, bro. Like 2 weeks later, My Chemical Romance announced their tour, and I was like, damn, bro. She got 2 tickets, like pretty close to see MCR, bro. Like,
Oh, how much did she? If you don't mind
oh
releasing that
damn.
information, how much did she end up
She
having to pay for those?
stayed up until the damn ass crack of dawn or whatever. And I guess they went on sale at like 10 a.m. or whatever. Dude, I think it was like $1,200. I think maybe a little less. Something. It was
1,200
somewhere
for
around
both,
that
or
price.
1,200 each?
For two, yeah.
Okay, that it's a little better. So that's about like $600 a ticket for
Yeah,
pit. If it's just pit and not VIP, I would be a little bit angry about that one.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it was just. I don't remember how, bro. It was crazy. It was something. Yeah, it was outrageous. But
Yeah,
yeah, that shit is unreal nowadays. The amount, you well that's the point. You kind of have to, be careful on who you buy tickets for. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Because your next favorite artist might come out and have another tour in a venue that's a little better. You might be a little sad about that.
yeah. And with the MCR one, I know that this was like kind of where people were starting to notice this big shift for
Because that's a paycheck for a
dynamic
ticket.
pricing. This is
That's
the
a
big
whole
shift
week
for
of work
dynamic
for a ticket.
pricing with Ticketmaster, where we actually found out that, yeah, it's not Ticketmaster that sets dynamic pricing. It's the actual artist that chooses, yeah, let's set the dynamic ticketing pricing. But with that comes the issue of nosebleeds are now going for $700 because the pit tickets
Yep.
were selling out for $600. So the nosebleeds
And
are going to
now
go
the
for the
pit
price,
tickets
and
are
then pits are 1,200 a box.
$1,000.
Yeah,
Yep.
1,000
Jeez.
a ticket because of the dynamic pricing, and it's not even resellers. Because resellers, we can always be like, oh, fuck that guy for trying to resell for $1,000 a ticket. But whenever it's like just the official premium ticket through Ticketmaster, you're like, okay, on. But I heard from this other person they bought it for $500 for the pit ticket. What happened here? Like, why is it more now than it was before? And then that's
Gotta be
when
quicker
we
than that.
find out, yeah, but here's the thing. Some people don't get paid whenever these tickets go live. So why are you
Yep.
punishing these people for just the normal ticket price? Like
Gotta be
you
quicker than
can
that.
you can say that for whenever we have resale tickets. Like, yeah, you probably should have been a little faster on pulling the trigger, but that's resellers get to set that price, not Ticketmaster or the artist. The Ticketmaster
Yeah.
and the artists, I personally believe they should just set a price for each level of the seating, the VIP tickets, the pit, first row, second row, third row, nosebleeds, right? But we don't change that price. We don't just upgrade it because, oh, well, it's starting to sell a little more. So let's just up the price and make more money off of them. All because of, hey, yeah, we're playing the Black Parade again. Like, dude, yeah, we're bringing out all these bands. Alice Cooper's opening for us one day. But I'm just saying, like, you can't really just do that to your fans because at the end of the day, you're fucking them over for just a little bit more money.
Just a little bit more money. But pennies add up.
Yeah, but here's the thing, MCR doesn't need that. Of all
Dang.
bands, My Chemical Romance does not need that extra penny.
Oh
They're
no.
not a local band that's
Is all
living
their
out of their
damn
fucking van. Like,
all
this
their
is
damn
My Chemical Romance. These are guys that did stadium tours early 2000s, sold many video copies of their goddamn concert saying that it was the last time that they're ever going to play the Black Parade album. But hey, guess what? We found out we can make more money by just redoing the Black Parade album, so we're going to fucking do that.
But they gotta pay the guy that drives the truck with their instruments, the guys that unload the instruments, the guys that clean the instruments, the guys that tune the instruments, the guys that run out and give them drumsticks when they drop them, the guys, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, of
now
course.
you're talking like a full 30, 40 person team of people that's coming out each and every show to fucking get that shit. Like, it's just, it's like going to Disneyland now. And now you have a huge demand of people that are trying to get it. Like they sold all those MCR tickets sold out, dude, in a couple hours. You know what
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean?
of course.
Lena
Yeah.
Hart, and it was like boom, like that, dude. Whoever owned that shit, bro, made like probably a couple mil, or I don't know how much. Probably not a couple mil, but
I
a
don't know what the
lot of
ticket,
money
I don't
in a
know what,
very short amount of time.
yeah, I don't know what the ticket, pricing like split is. But here's the thing, I get what you're saying with, they do have a team to support. But here's the thing about that, they already know how many people they're bringing out, what venues they're doing, how many people they're going to need, all before they even sell the tickets. So they're
Exactly.
going, like, it doesn't matter. So you know how much it's going to cost you each show. So to make your money back, just set the prices for that. Don't screw your fans
Yeah,
out of an experience
I get that.
just for more money on the side. Because, like,
Gerard trying to bring back some bills, man.
it's, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, people bought him. It
He's
is
been
what it
doing that
is.
for a long time.
It is what it is. You can't really, fight it on that. It's just, I just feel like we shouldn't be rewarding it and saying that it's
Yeah,
okay for bands to just say, "Oh, well, during our pre-sale, it started doing very well. So people who didn't get the pre-sale, hey, you're now paying double what the pre-sale guys paid for."
well, it's the people, bro. Like Call of Duty has got all these dudes by the nuts. I mean, people have been spending money on Call of Duty, CS:GO, all this shit for years, bro. Like it's the same kind of thing, bro. People will pay $1,000 to get a damn knife on the game. Same thing, bro. You put Gerard Way or you put Vic Fuentes and Kellen Quinn in the same stage and people will pay fucking top dollar for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, especially me if I had the top dollars, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
I say let the people decide that whenever they
yeah,
decide that, oh, sorry, we can't actually go anymore, or I'm an asshole and I actually just bought a shit ton of tickets. Let me sell them for double that price. Don't don't ruin your
yeah,
reputation whenever you're still making money per show off of that. Because, and here's the thing, at the end of the day, they're still selling merch at that venue, and they're still going to make money off of that merch, off of
that's
everything
gonna
they
be a
sell there.
$60 shirt. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And those shirts are going to be dumb money. Like, it'll be cheaper to buy it online, but people are still going to buy it at the venue, no matter what.
God damn.
So,
Ooh.
like, that was just my whole thing, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, put them in their place. Don't screw the fan, but still make sure that artists can still make a livable wage, of course. Like at the end of the day, we
Yeah.
still want artists to thrive, so we can still go to tours like, you know, bringing back the Black Parade album with My Chemical Romance, or Vic Fuentes and Kellen Quinn getting on the stage rocking out King for a Day each night. But don't punish the fan that can't
Yeah.
afford it at the start of the day because they don't get paid for a couple more days.
Yeah.
And and here's the thing, it's not just music artists that are getting this. WWE, at the end of the day, I have personally bought a WWE ticket for $124 in Dallas before they ever announced that The Rock was returning. The Rock was coming to Dallas. Once they announced The Rock was coming to Dallas, the nosebleeds doubled the price of what I paid for of the first row above the floor.
Damn, so you got real close for like
I
a
got real
quarter.
close for cheap, but because of the dynamic pricing and after they announced The Rock, they personally set the prices higher for the nosebleeds to be double what I paid.
Well, I mean, and that also rewards like you got there early and you got it. You got, you kind of got rewarded almost in that sense for being
But I also
loyal.
don't feel like the people that can only afford the nosebleeds have to pay double what I paid
Yeah,
for,
for
because
fucking
then you're
everybody.
locking those people out of the building entirely. Like they are going to have to watch it on TV at home instead of
Yeah,
being in the venue whenever the Rock's lightning hits and you hear "If you smell," yeah, like that was so
that's
cool
a
to be
magical
in
moment.
that. Yeah, oh my god, I got actual goosebumps while in that building. But I can't help but think, dude, who got screwed out of this because nosebleeds got doubled the price?
They were just too late, man. It's crazy.
Like it's too late, but also that was still a month out from whenever the event was supposed to happen. Like they still had time,
Yeah.
like a shit ton of time, and a month out is still like a good amount of time to get tickets at a cheap price.
Mm.
Like I can see if you're trying to get day of tickets, yeah, that's going to cost you money. But
That's crazy you saw The Rock, bro.
oh yeah, that was a cool moment. I will always cherish that moment. But I don't feel like dynamic ticket pricing is the way to go for all these artists to just kind of, is now you're just putting people out of going to see concerts. Like, by
Yeah.
God, that Pierce the Veil concert, it was almost $100 to get into the lawn. And that was because of dynamic pricing.
Damn, dude.
The
Yeah.
lawn tickets are normally $25 to 50 and you're watching on my screen. But yeah, that's why you paid the $25. You're not going to get to see them up close and personal. You might have to watch them on a screen. You might have like a kind of obstructive view. But by God, you have a lawn chair. You sit out on the grass. You just enjoy the music, but you do it for cheap. That's what that is there for. That is for the people that, hey, I can't really, afford $200 to go down into the 200 section, or 500 to get into the pit, but I still want to see this band that I've always loved.
Would have been so magical to be there, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sad I didn't
but
get
we're
there in time.
getting
I low-key would have bought some tickets, bro.
yeah, but here's the thing, we're getting priced out because of this dynamic ticket pricing, and that's why I'm like, yeah, Kid Rock, do something about this. Either like bar a certain price point, even if they still want to keep the dynamic ticket pricing, because again, they are a private company, they can do what they want. But I also feel like we need to have some kind of regulation on, hey, we can't be, 10xing the goddamn ticket price just on a whim.
Yeah, just artificially raising it out of the blue.
Yeah, artificially raising it. And then you also have the scalper issue. Scalpers are awful, man. Because here's the thing, my sisters went and saw Alex Warren, I believe. He's a TikTok star. He does his own music. He is playing this small venue in Deep Ellum. We had to pay $250. Those tickets were 25 fucking dollars.
You It was $25 a person?
It
Or you
was
had to pay 250?
We had to pay 250, but that guy paid 25 because this show was sold
Damn.
out and those were the only tickets available.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's because scalping. That literally is the issue. Is scalpers suck. So either limit the number of tickets or limit the price they can sell it at.
You're
If
saying limit the number of tickets per person?
I say either limit the number of tickets per person, but also whenever you go to resell, you can only do
You
maybe 10
can't
bucks
make
more.
it
10 bucks
right.
more at best of
I
the
like
actual
that.
original ticket
I
price.
that.
Not, oh hey, I bought these $25 tickets. Now you have to pay 100 times that to get into the goddamn door.
Yeah. No, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like it's absolutely
There
insane.
there just has to be some profit margin that you have to stay within. Cause like it's always gonna be like some money thing, but yeah, I get bro 100 times that for a damn TikTok guy, like bro.
Yeah, and it's insane. But of course,
When
it
that
was
guy
a
made
birthday
that damn
present.
250 at that bitch, like you know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
But here's the thing: Alex Warren's not seeing a single cent of that 250. It's only going to the scalper.
Yeah.
That money
Well,
goes straight to the
yeah.
scalper, and
Yeah.
then whatever site will also take a fee. That's it. Those are the only people that see a single cent off of it. Not the artist, not whoever, not the crew for the artist. No, it is the scalper and the company. Those are the only people seeing a goddamn cent of those sales.
That's crazy.
Okay, we definitely went on a tangent with that one.
Yeah,
So
dude.
let's
Little
move into our
passionate
local
about
news.
the
Oh
subject.
yeah,
Yep.
well I mean come on now. Like
No, I get it. No,
I
trust me, I
don't
get it.
I don't want to be the person that ends up getting screwed one day because of dynamic ticket pricing.
We currently are getting screwed because of dynamic ticket pricing.
Precisely. That like cuz trust me. Hey, brother, I was trying to get us tickets to that Pierce the Veil concert, but then I was like, Jesus
Oh
Christ, these
shit!
ticket prices
Yeah.
were off like absolutely insane for even seats.
God damn. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't, because I would have felt
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, so let's move into our local music news. This is for people in the Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, Houston. This is our Texas folks.
This
We
is our
want to
boys.
see love for the local bands, support local music, support our boys, because by God, they are fighting tooth and nail to give
Not
us
it's always a good it's
music,
always a
man.
good time.
And it's always a good time. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they know who they're there for, and that is you. Because you are the
Yep.
one that is going to keep them going. You're the one that's going to keep them performing the way they do. And you get to help them live their dream. And by God, you can be the person that says, "Oh, yeah, that big band Unity who's selling out AT&T Stadium now? Yeah. No, I saw them back when they were at Trees, back when they were at RBC, these small venues that, by God, if you ran up on that stage, you can get on and jump off, you know, dap up the singer, chill, and then fucking dip. Like
Yeah, you can't do that at AT&T.
you can't. Oh no, God no. If you tried that at AT&T, you go into jail and you get paid from AT&T Stadium.
Damn it.
So speaking of Unity TX, we have the boys going to Australia. All right, they're going to Australia to do the Void of Vision final tour. Their final tour. They're going to Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney. The just straight up Australian tour. They're hitting every date with Gideon, Unity TX, Kenosis, and of course Void of Vision. What I'll leave
Man,
behind the final tour. This is their
gonna
last
be
tour.
hanging with some Aussies, man. That is hardcore.
And then after that, by God, they said, that's not enough. All right. Australia is not enough. No, no, no. We're going to take over Europe and the United Kingdom. We're going with Throne, Crystal Lake, and Graphic Nature. And we are opening it up for Crystal Lake and Throne all over Europe and the UK.
Man, that's huge.
It is so huge, man. Unity TX is a rising band, man. And these guys, so chill, man. They're so down to earth, man. They love their fans. And by God, they want you to throw down with them. They want you to party, man. They don't want you to
They,
stand still. No, they want you to shut shit down. These are
yeah, they're
hardcore motherfuckers.
and they really talked to the audience too. The last show I went to, they were like having a full conversation. Like,
Dude, yeah. The lead singer Jay, man, he is so personable while he's on that stage, man. He wants you to be like, dude, I'm hype. I want you fucking hype with me right now. And if you ain't hype, we ain't doing this fucking show. So
Exactly.
fucking get hype, motherfucker. Let's go.
And that's how it should be. That's what any good frontman would do.
Damn straight, man. And that's why I believe Unity, they're going so many places, man. They deserve everything that they're doing right now. Man, I'm so fucking excited for these boys. They are going to fucking kill it. All right.
These days, man.
Now we have a track release from Notion's band. You know, we talked about them earlier about doing Phantom Fest. You know, they killed it
Yes,
with that.
man.
By God, every
Going
night they
crazy.
were. Oh my God, there was so much fun, all on that
Big up
tour,
the
man.
notions.
But they put out "Need You" out on all platforms right now with Waizami. Now this is a rap track. It's a rap track. It's not their usual throwdown heavy band, but little inside scoop, they are going to be releasing an album fairly soon. They do have plans
Yeah.
for releasing an album. They did play a couple of the songs during Phantom Fest, so if you were there, you got to hear some new shit that's unreleased. But man,
Yeah.
Oceans is also going places, man, because
Oh yeah.
they blend metal and rap so well.
That's
Kalen is a
another band that
goddamn genius with that.
that's another band that had a real like interactive performance, like, you know, one of those bands that makes everyone sit on the ground and jump back up when the beat drops. Like, man, that's some shit that like when you go to a concert, especially like one of your first concerts ever, like it's something that makes you want to come back. And that's like what, you know, a good band does, make people want to come back.
Oh yeah, because I'll be honest, I went to a Notion show at Trees. They were headlining, and it was the night. It was the couple nights after Kalen got engaged to his girlfriend. Congrats to them. I believe
Congrats.
they're supposed to be getting married soon. But as a engagement present to his fiance, she wanted that building to start a fucking twerk pit. So motherfuckers,
What?
everyone was shaking ass in a goddamn pit.
Twerk pit at the Notions. Who else could do it other than them?
I don't know anyone else. I really don't. Maybe
Uh,
Unity. Maybe
no.
Unity. They got a couple of ass shakers in there.
If the day that Unity does the twerk pit at the damn Aussie test or whatever, I'll eat my own cock.
Okay. Now that we kind of gotten the good news out of the way, we do have a little bit of some ugly news in the local scene.
Oh God.
Yep. As reported by Rockfeed. By God, I love Rockfeed, man. Love them. They're great. Putting out all the good information. In
Shout
Austin,
out Rockfeed.
Texas, musician. Oh God. Named Danny Tantrum shocked attendees at a recent performance at Coral Snake in Austin, Texas, by defecating on stage and consuming the excrement. This man took a shit on the stage and ate it.
Shout
I'm
out
sorry,
Danny.
audience. Please do not eat during this section. This is it. It's a gross statement.
Yeah, you should have given him a warning before you talked about it,
Yeah,
man. And you're going
we
poop.
might have to do a little bit of editing.
If
Kind of toss that
anyone's
shit in the beginning.
if anyone's eating any cereal right now or any sort of oatmeal, anything like that, I feel very bad for you.
Yeah. Again, sorry for the late warning, but we'll put something at the beginning to kind of give you a gross out warning during the edit. But this all kind of came out after Coral Snake ATX, their official Instagram page, put out a post on their story warning all venues in Austin, do not book this person unless you want shit on your stage and equipment. By God, that is a powerful statement on how you are never going to get booked for any goddamn show next.
Yeah, talk about a concert to remember. Getting kicked off, seeing the dude get kicked off, and then seeing him eat his own shit. Like, oh my gosh. I'm sure it has its audience. I'm sure there's some sick fucks out there that would pay money to see that, but please do that in a private setting. We do not need to see any assholes, doo doo, or the mix of both combined with the consumption on stage. Unless, there's some sort of, what's it called, bro? Warning beforehand.
But that's the issue, man. Not even the venue had warning.
He just doo dooed on that bitch and started eating it.
All because he was getting kicked off that stage and his set was getting cut short. Now, I'll be honest.
Uh,
The video is out there. The video is out there on Instagram on his personal page. I am not going to toss his Instagram out there. Nothing, because I don't want people to go see this. Like we both personally watched this before. That's how we
yup,
found out about this.
that's
We watched
crazy.
the video, seeing it. Now the video starts. He does censor the shit leaving his ass, but you can see him pick it up and put it in his mouth and start to chew. It
Oh,
was very gross.
God.
God. And then it just cuts to him rolling on the floor and some wire. Like it's a very weird video. Uh his name is Danny Tantrum. If you can find his Instagram page, I do not recommend going to look for it. I would not give this man any more attention.
Yeah,
I
well,
say
that's
we
the
let
unfortunate thing. They put that on there, dude. I bet, dude. I mean, if Sexy Red, these shock performers can get famous, bro. I mean, hey, look, I'm not gonna doubt the guy, but I'm just saying he's kind of put himself in a disadvantage by doo-dooing on stage and kind of ruining his reputation. Like, hey, bro, if you're gonna shit on stage and eat it, at least warn the motherfucker. That's all we ask, so that way I know what I'm getting myself into. That's how you be a good performer, a respectful performer, and also put your art out there. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, I'm sure he has some fans. Maybe if it's not a lot, but at least warn a motherfucker. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
and I'll be honest, yeah, he definitely should have done a lot more precaution, should have actually talked with the venue, not just weirdly showed up, played his music, and then just take a dump on the
And hey,
stage.
look, if you're getting crazy, a little swift shot on the finger and a quick taste test isn't gonna, it may gross some people out, but you're not gonna get, some
But here's the thing.
the repercussions such as that. You know what I mean? Now everyone knows you're a shit eater.
But I mean, here's the worst part though. He really he could have gotten a lot more trouble than he did. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
he's
that's
not
so
getting
true.
invited. Yeah, public indecency. He could have gone to jail that night for that.
I'm surprised he didn't. Like, I don't know how you shit on. I'm assuming he just dipped out of there like real quick after that, or I don't know.
No, because again, we both watched the video. He was rolling on that floor for a good couple minutes.
Word,
And
yeah, no.
wire.
And he put it on the damn Instagram. He's
Yep.
proud of it. He's proud that
Oh,
he ate his doo doo.
dude, no, that man is so shameless. His Instagram, it's very shameless. He definitely he wants to go for the weird for the sake of weird. You know, the art's not for everyone. Which I mean, hey, guess what? A lot of people, the art's not for everyone. But man, you got to do it in a
Yeah,
more
that's
tasteful
a,
way. You
yeah,
really
that is a
do.
good example of not for everybody. Bit of an
Like,
acquired taste, that one.
man, it's so much of an acquired taste that you have to kind of be into shit eating to actually enjoy
That's
whatever
like
the fuck that is.
an acquired taste for bleach.
Yeah. All right. How about we move on to our last local bit of news? Give us a high note on a
Yeah.
goddamn shitty that was a poor choice of words. But shitty story.
We did not want to leave y'all off with the damn shit talk.
Local band Last Night of Solace. They are Dallas natives. They are our hometown boys. I love this band. I support this band. These guys fucking
Cool
rule.
ass dudes.
They got put on the cover of Labyrinth magazine They have an exclusive interview. They have a whole section of the magazine dedicated to this band. And by God, these guys are putting in the fucking work, man. Like, these are
That's
local
what you
guys.
love to
They
see.
are like, they still working 9 to 5s. They're in college, but man, they are still putting out music. They have a song with Kellen Quinn. They're doing tours. They did a tour from California all the way back to Texas, man,
That's real hunger right there. It's good to
because they
see
want
young
it.
dudes with that kind of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
That's
good to
what they
see young dudes with
want.
that kind of hunger.
So I definitely just want to give them a personal shout. That
College
last night is
and metal
solace.
performing, man. Y'all other local people need to step it up. Look at this. This is a precedent that needs to be set, I think, bro. These guys are getting their education and making bonehead music. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, and by
that's
God,
crazy talk.
because here's the thing. It's not just, just straight up 0 and 1 riffs, like, the average metalcore, 0 1s. That's all you got to do. No, these guys are technical as hell in their goddamn playing. Because, man,
Yep.
it if you have not seen Last Night in Solace in concert, go do it. Take the time. I know they are actually doing a show. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me shout the homies out real quick. Let's pull up because I know they are doing a show in February 2nd. February 2nd, I believe. Let's see here. Yes, the tour saw the Texas Massacre. February 2nd at 3 Links in Deep Ellum. Got Last Night of Solace, Dispositions, Maybe Someday, and Waiting for April. Waiting for April, an awesome, awesome band. It is a
Those
$15
tickets don't
ticket.
have dynamic pricing.
No dynamic pricing here, boys. It is $15 to get into it. Probably some fees because, of course, every online place has a fee. But guess what?
Don't
These
tell
aren't these
anybody to
aren't
the dynamic
$100
pricing.
fees like Ticketmaster. No, 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 no. This is February 2nd. The Texas Tour Shaw, the Tour Saw Mosh occur. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak today.
Y'all
But
go
it's our
run up those
boys.
tickets.
Last Night of Solace, Dispositions, Maybe Someday, Waiting for April, 3 Links Deep Ellum. If you ain't got shit going on February 2nd, motherfucker, I want you there. I want you at that show showing love to the boys.
Face painted, vocal cords torn, the whole 9 yards.
If you ain't got work in the morning, I want you throwing down. I want blood. Man, I want you not to remember the next goddamn morning.
Get hammered responsibly and go
Of
ahead
course,
and get in that pit.
always drink responsibly. And if you're sober, stay sober. All right. You ain't gotta drink to have fun. All right. I'm personally sober and I love every concert that I go to sober.
It's better that way.
Damn
People just
straight.
don't know it.
Okay. Now, after the glaze session is over of our boys Last Night in Solace,
Shout out Last Night Solid.
of course, we love them. We love them. Let's hit
Shout out
up
Notion.
the big tour announcements that have happened here recently. Starting off with Kim Dracula and Hanabi, this co-headlining tour with special guests Crystal Lake and Kanash. Dude, if you are in the local area of Texas, you got Dallas, Austin, and Oklahoma City. These are our closest states to us. I got it. If you haven't seen a Kim Dracula show, go. Go see Kim Dracula.
That's a
By
good
God,
one.
Kim Drac. Love Kim Dracula. By God, it is just a mix of metal and just all this jazz. Like, you don't even know what the fuck they're going to do next. They're here to confuse the hell out of you. But by God, you're going to have a good time doing it.
You should hook up the soundboard and be like, metal jazz, jazz, jazz. Metal jazz, jazz.
So if you are free during those dates, definitely go to the Kim Dracula site, find out what date works best for you. Go to a show. Because by God, it may not be a local show, but support live music. We need to keep this shit going. We want live music, baby.
Not only does it keep the ball rolling, but you'll have a hell of a time going to these damn concerts. I swear to God, no matter how much money it is, you won't regret it.
Oh yeah. And here's the thing. You don't have to buy the VIP tickets to get front row. You can have a damn good time in the mosh pit because the opener Crystal Lake, they're a Japanese hardcore band, guys. This is a Japanese hardcore band. They want you to throw down. They won't take anything less. They are wanting you to throw fist.
And that is exactly what we aim to do.
And on to our next big tour announcement for our horror fans out there. We have Ice 9 Kills, the Silver Scream-a-thon. The special guests have not been announced for the openers, but this is a 2 albums in 2 nights. These guys are going back-to-back nights while also on tour with Metallica. So if you go to their Instagram, and you will see that there are some dates with just one date. That is when they're with Metallica. That is when you're going to kind of get a mix of both Silver Scream and Horrorwood. But if you want back-to-back nights, our local shows, our closest ones for the people in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, and New Orleans, those are going to be our closest areas.
Back-to-back nights of Ice 9 Kills.
Nights. Night 1, you got the Silver Scream. By God, the American Nightmare. Oh, God, that song is so good. And then night 2, you get Welcome to Horrorwood. By God, and every night, you're going to have a goddamn show because Ice 9 Kills, if they're one thing they're consistent. They will put on a performance, and by God, you are not going to forget it. I've never forgotten a show that I've seen of theirs.
Crazy. No, yeah, it is. That is one band that you do not want to miss if you're gonna go see somebody live. You know what I mean?
Of course. Now, our next tour announcement. We're talking about big shows, right? Motherfucker, we got Static X, Machines vs. Monsters Tour with special guest Gwar.
Now, if anyone knows about Gwar, you'll know that is going to be one hell of a concert to go to.
I'm just saying, be prepared. If you don't know what Gwar is, be prepared.
Wear a white shirt.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
You ain't getting some of that blood out for a little while because they're just shooting fake blood over all of you. They want every inch of you covered.
Cover yourself in flour before you go.
And then just after Gwar just covers you, then you can't slow down. You can't just leave. No, you got to get sticky and moshy to Static X. By God.
Static X, sticky and moshy.
Like, I mean, hey, you might get stuck to a person, but by God, you make a friend that night.
Yeah, if you guys don't start the Gwar Super Glue Static X mosh pit, I don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear anyone call themselves a real fan.
All right. Now we are on to our last tour announcement, which also means this is going to be the end of the podcast after this. We will tell you more about where you can listen to more of this. If you liked it, please give us a follow on Spotify, Amazon Music, and maybe even toss a subscribe on the YouTube. Who knows?
Shout out Notions. Shout out Deep Incision. Shout out Last Night of Solace. Shout out Ice 9 Kills. Who else, Brown?
Well, you see here, our final tour announcement.
Shout out Ronnie Radke.
Chelsea Grin is doing a headlining tour, my guy. Chelsea Grin. This is going to be a hardcore show to end all hardcore shows. We got Shadow of Intent, Signs of the Swarm, and Disembodied Tyrant, man. And for our local fans, we love you. We love you. That's why we are looking out for our closest dates. Our closest dates are going to be Lubbock, Texas, Austin, Texas, and Fort Worth, motherfucking Texas, baby. We got 3 Texas dates. Lubbock venue is going to be the Garden. Fort Worth Rail Club.
Right now.
These are going to be small venues, dog. These are small venues. They want you to throw down. We want that building down. We want you black-eyed. We want you fucking limping out of that building. But by God,
the walls ain't sweating by the time the concert's over. Y'all didn't go hard enough.
Precisely. And then guess what? And they're just not going to hit Texas. And we can't have that. We want more hardcore in Texas.
Gotta show these people what Texas is really about in the hardcore scene.
I mean, come on now. I mean, hey, we got a hardcore band in UniTX, but by God, we want more hardcore bands to show up now, don't we? We want them throwing down. We want to kill, but also do it with love. Because guess what, motherfucker? At the end of the day, if someone falls down, you know what to do. Pick
Yeah,
them
you
the
don't
fuck
actually want to
up.
kill any people.
Of
It's
course not.
nothing
Of course not.
personal. Just all for the music.
Just let go. Enjoy some Chelsea Grin.
Maybe
And with
punch a
that,
motherfucker in the face.
I mean, hey, if someone gets hit by a spin kick, what
Can't
a
get
night.
mad.
Can't get
Just
mad.
spin kicking
Dude.
back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
damn straight.
Do a
But do it
backflip
with
on that
love.
motherfucker.
Do it with love always.
Yep, it's not personal. That guy just had a hard day at work.
Yeah. Okay. This is now the end of our show. So again, if you want to, please give us a follow on Spotify, Amazon Music. We will soon to be on Apple Podcast, Pandora, but by God, we are on Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Please
Stay tuned.
stay tuned.
More episodes to come. Colton and CJ on the damn Texas Metal Bros podcast. Shout out Knock Loose. Shout out Notions. Shout out Ginger. Who else, bro?
Well, you see here, I do want to keep that big special shout out to Notions for giving us access to their music to have as our intro and outro, as you
Shout
would hear.
out Notions.
Of course, we love those guys. Love them to death. Go support them. Go support local music. Go support
Go run up
live
their new
music.
songs. They made a couple new songs recently, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh yeah, they're always releasing. You can
Yep, always making new
follow
music.
them on Instagram, like, because that's where you're gonna find out the most on them. So with that, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.